That's just stressful.
That's stress sweating.
Like you're sweating, but the window's open, and it's like a cold breeze coming through.
Well, the breeze blew in a flicker first pick for Team 3, so that's pretty exciting. Don't get too...
Oh, Kentysik's on the other side, though.
No, he's on the left. He's hovering Ozo for you, giving you a little...
oh, okay.
Little preemptive love.
Is he?
These are different names than I saw before. Is that iLoveJoseph in there? I'm tripping. Hold on.
Yeah, you're gonna have to have a look. I think Kentysik's on. He's picking now, isn't he? I can't tell.
What? You guys...
It's so far away and so small. Humanus is literally right up next to the screen for you guys who cannot see, and he can't tell which players are which.
Sometimes you're too close to the forest to see the trees.
Yeah, you know, that's an expression.
To be fair, I never learned to read good.
It's okay.
That's why you like Ozo. It's just two letters. You know, it's
two
easy
letters
for
to
you.
me.
Yeah.
How do you spell Ozo? O-Z?
I have no idea.
Flicker, Arden, and Finn. You can tell this is an all-stars match. Not a particularly normal composition here.
I pull out the Ozo and Scrabble all the time.
Team 4's looking to go pretty hard in the paint here with this Rona Gwen Adagio comp, though.
I like the Rona.
That looks nice.
Although getting around that flicker slow could be kind of challenging. Not that there's a. I mean, I think Team 3 is likely to group up regardless, but.
But you're gonna have like the CP Gwen most likely just.
Probably, but it would have been amusing.
Absolutely, but no Jewel. No Crystal Joe. You're just obsessed with things being crystal today and away, as we are.
But you don't know if it's not crystal. Just a single weapon blade does not a weapon power carry make. So, like you could quite easily still play Crystal Gwen after building this original, you know.
Possibly.
Weapon blade.
I quite possibly agree with you. But I'm not very sure who's the roam on the side of red team yet, or team 4.
Yeah, no, Mike. We're going to see the first kill go. Actually, MICSHE takes down Bayu underneath the jungle. MICSHE, I would say, probably, although he's building up towards an alternating current. It could be Joseph, for all we know. You know, he could just be, you know, weapon powering up a little bit. But MICSHE only has 2 CS, so I'm going to say he's probably the roam. There's a bit of a fight happening between Joker and Kentysik, who, of course, perhaps will be playing with a little bit of lag. Joker's going to try and put down that binding light and will force Kentysik back slightly. Here come MICSHE and Joseph, though, and Joker needs to find a way out of this one. Does get that Willow Whisper and will actually escape through that topside mustache bush.
Yeah, I'm quite happy that we're going to be seeing this crystal flicker coming up, because we did see a weapon flicker I played 2 games ago, and it really didn't work. But I think with this crystal flicker, you've got that burst damage that I think will be really useful, especially if you use your Willow Whisper and just sneak up on someone, and if you just put the binding light on, it does a significant amount of damage, especially if the fairy does die. It does a lot of slow and flicker dies. Just then.
Yep, it might do a lot of slow, but Kentysik will just take him out before you can even slow him. So I did just get a good team suggestion name for the blue team, actually, and I know I've already got Flash in the pan in my head, but you can actually have like Bald Joker X, so Bald Jokers as their name, by combining all 3 of their names, which I quite like.
Okay. We'll go with that.
They're the Bald Jokers from now on.
The Bald Jokers.
Joker is going to try and catch out MICSHE and Joseph, but perhaps doesn't want to fight up into 2 members of the enemy team. Not too scared at the moment, but should be pretty soon. Will be forced back there by MICSHE.
I think the problem with this one, again, is that we do have this Flicker who's going into this double ranged, actually. I don't think there's going to be a clear roam, but he's going to this double ranged. And with that Gwen there, Gwen's fantastic for showing Yaroslav's stealth out. And hang on, MICSHE.
Yeah, will get caught out. Joker takes his first kill of the game, and the first kill for the Bald Jokers. We've got Team Groudon, which that's the big red Pokemon, isn't it?
I think so.
Like the Earth Pokemon, because it's him against I can't remember the name of the other one in Ruby and Sapphire. But yeah, I'm not going to go with Groudon. Adagio's Girls is another suggestion. I feel like we've had Gwen's Guys. I don't think Adagio's Girls can quite be.
We've had Arden's Angels as well.
Yeah, it's true. We need something more relevant to the players rather than the heroes they are playing. Bald Bayu trying to get himself away from this one. MICSHE does do a lot of work. It's kind of built up towards that alternating current, now has gone towards a flare gun, so trying to get that contraption, which makes a lot of sense, into a flicker. Bayu is caught out. Joseph almost takes him out. MICSHE diving the turret, gets the final auto attack, and gets himself out alive. MICSHE, even though he's playing roam, is able to get the kill.
Yeah, I think MICSHE's probably going to be going for a bit of a hybrid carry roam build. He's going for the flare gun actually, especially if you're going to be going against a carry flicker. You do want to have that contraption relatively early on, just so you can establish scout traps and the flare guns, the flares very early on, so you can prevent those invades. And we've been seeing a lot of that. Actually, Joker might not make it out this one.
I'm going to try and get away from Kentysik, but Kentysik has red mist, so even if you get into that invisibility with the Will-O-Wisp, you're not going to get out.
Yeah, he's not. And right now, I think what's happening is, I think in terms of the composition, just looking at them the way they are, I would say red team, who are still nameless as of yet, do have the advantage in terms of the range to continually poke away, and we're seeing a lot of that. Actually, MICSHE's doing a really good job of constantly forcing them back, and he's getting a decent gold stream just coming out from the ambient gold that iLoveJoseph is picking up. And if you just look at the CS, iLoveJoseph 64, Bald Bayu is 34. That's almost twice as much difference at 6 minutes, and that's a really, really big difference. He doesn't have the damage items. He's got the Storm Crown, which is great for getting those turrets down, but ultimately in the team fight, I don't think it's going to be doing too much.
I totally agree with you. I think it's a very difficult way to work. Joker, it looks like he's actually going to go towards an aftershock here. Kentysik, it's just continue like chasing him. He's like, oh, he must be around here somewhere. I will find him. Is now just going to go and try and farm with his scouts. Joker looking for this. Going to try and trade into him. Fairy Dust is big, but the problem with, playing the flicker is you have to get close to the Rona and actually double kill in the lane as Gwen picks up 2. Joseph showing us what this crystal power Gwen can do. Just saying, is crystal power.
Crystal power.
Just so that you know, Shadow Glass. You saying that to me that crystal power doesn't work all the time. Binding Light does come out. Kentysik still chasing Joker, who does manage to get himself away, and even Joseph can't catch out the Joker today.
Yeah, Joker's having a tough time just 1v1 in the jungle as well. So we're seeing this. I feel like this is a matchup that could have worked quite well, but as it stands, he's at 15 CS, Kentysik is 45, and that's quite a big difference, especially for someone who is able to sneak into enemy side very, very easily and avoid detection. And nobody really has any scout traps down in the jungle so far. But he's just not getting a chance, and I think it's because he's trying to pick a fight constantly with Kentysik, or maybe it's Kentysik trying to get a fight with Joker. But he's got a lot of escape ability if he does just get far away enough to get the Will-O-Wisp going. But we're potentially seeing a gank here on iLoveJoseph.
Possibly. FlashX and Joker are looking for it, but they do know the gold mine's gone down as well. Here comes FlashX, catches out Kentysik with the quibble. Great gauntlet as well. They're going to see if they can take this Rona out, but does have the Serpent's Mask. Force to Court brings her back in. Bayu trying to do what he can, but the ace is high and knocks him out of the sky. And Bayu will be the first to fall in the fight. MICSHE helping Joseph as well. Joker trying to dodge around, gets the slow onto Joseph, trying to dodge through these bushes, but Joseph should be able to take him out, and it's going to be an ace for the red team. Team Dominate is now what we're going to call them, because that's literally the first name I saw. So Team Dominate take out the kill. 9-on-1 for them, and they get the ace. They'll push towards the second turret of the game.
9-1. I think that so far we're just seeing the comps just not working out really well, and I think that's just because they don't have the early game advantage. Just if you look at their base stats, especially with that carry Arden, I think it takes a long time for the Arden to ramp up. He doesn't really have any damage items apart from the Storm Crown, but MICSHE
is actually doing a huge amount of work. Bayu tries to jump in once again. Weapon Power Arden, well, it's kind of on-hit Arden, I guess, with the Storm Crown isn't working out too well for them at the moment. Joker, look at the damage from the Boomstick, and now Joker tries to get himself out, but just can't survive. This might be just a second ace straight away. Kentysik jumps in with a double kill, 12-1, and is the Flicker counter the Rona?
I would have thought the Flicker would have countered the Rona, especially going to melee, but I think the problem is if he does try and go into the Rona in these team fights, what's happening is you do get MICSHE and iLoveJoseph at range who are able to just poke away at him. And I'm not sure, I feel like that Flicker is very strong, fits really well into this meta, but so far the times that we have seen him being played today, it's just not done too much. Actually, and he's getting shut down very early as a carry, so maybe he is a bit more suited to that roam position. I feel that if Joker did get a little bit more tanky items, will get a bit more, I think, especially get a bit more shield, he'd have a much better chance in those team fights, but right now he's just getting burst down way too quickly.
Definitely working out pretty well for them. And I don't think the Flicker works too well at the moment, perhaps not his niche. as that Crystal Power Aftershock Stormguard build. Bayu caught out here by Kentysik. Look at the damage from iLoveJoseph with that Shafts Plus Aftershock build. Clockwork build doing a huge amount of work. 5-0. Kentysik as well, showing what he can do on this Rona. They can continue to push in here. Only the Vayne turrets are left up. Still 5 minutes on that Kraken as well, so a while before they have any big objectives to go for. They just keep pushing Joker and FlashX and the rest of the bald Jokers out. Aces high, not going to connect onto Joker, but they will get some more damage down. There's the red mist from Kentysik. Good gauntlet, stuns up all 3 members. Force the Court doesn't land though. It's just ever so slightly short there by FlashX and wasn't able to catch him out. And we'll get a kill on towards the Gwen. Kentysik still doing a huge amount of work, and Bayu falls. FlashX, the last man standing for his team. Good quibble onto Kentysik will actually make him pay as well. And it's both the roamers left alive for both these teams.
Saying MICSHE's the roamer, he's still got a bit of crystal damage there, you know, fair bit, and I don't think he's going to be making any moves to get a turret down, actually, and FlashX is doing a great job of just preventing MICSHE from getting away. But I think as it stands, I think maybe MICSHE has a good chance if he can just get that slowdown, which he didn't. So Joker's just going to be chasing after him, but this could be a very, very long chase because Joker's just not able to get... Oh, he gets that slow onto him now, so this could be the kill.
Yeah, should be able to get the kill down. Joker's still looking for MICSHE with the gift of fire, though. And here comes Joseph. Absolutely melts through him. So much work with that buckshot bonanza. And I've actually just had Greg Tasty Bacon message me and say his vote for Team 4's name is down with the Kentysikness, which is a little bit disgusting, in all honesty. So yeah, it's both very, very good and also terrible at the same time. So we'll go with it. Down with the Kentysik versus the Ball Jokers.
I think Kentysik on this Rona is something that we can definitely expect to see at Worlds for Snow Avalanche, because Rona's one of those heroes that he's always been a big fan of ever since she came out. And I think this is a meta where we could potentially see Rona making the strides in those team fights, and he's doing a great job of it so far, just keep pushing them away. And in terms of the jungle advantage, he is a bit caught right now in a 1v3 situation, but probably will be able to turn it
just red mist, look at the work it can do. Get stunned up with the gun. Aces high, straight onto Bayu. Force the Cord comes out as well. FlashX pushed back. He's not going to be able to escape here from Kentysik, even with the fountain. Only 2 crystal turrets left alive here. As down with the Kentysikness infects the enemy team with its illness. Takes out 2 members. Joker, the last man standing for the Ball Jokers. And 3 members of the Kentysikness squad looking for the push here. Boomstick Bonanza once again used, but Joker does a good job of distracting enough to stop those waves pushing in. Bayu back up. Gonna see what he can do to help defend these final 2 turrets. And actually, it looks like we're going to see the Kentysikness backing away and perhaps waiting for another day before they want to complete that final push into the base.
Quite possibly. We're 2 minutes away from the Kraken, and I think every time they do try and get that push going, what we're seeing is they're just peeling away and they just taking closer to the tower that's a bit closer to the base. And I think that's a position that's a little bit too forward for them. But Joker taking this very aggressive position that just isn't working out for this Crystal Flicker right now.
Not working out for them at all. Joker gets caught out once again. The red mist doing absolute work. Good stun onto MICSHE, but here comes Joseph. Boomstick from the side. Kentysik takes down 1 as well. Aces high is enough to get the double for the Gwen. And iLoveJoseph shows us what Crystal Power Gwen can do when in the right hands. Apparently the right hands were of those of an American. Not saying it's like a portent of worlds. Thinking you have a good shot, but at the moment, seems like North America have a better grip on Gwen than Europe does.
Yeah, I've not been seeing too much Gwen in the ranks so far. A little bit of her, actually. They're probably going to be able to finish this game off right now. iLoveJoseph is just doing so much work with his buckshot bonanza.
Yeah, you got there in the end. This will be the crystal. This will be the main crystal falling. Joker goes down for the 7th time in this game, and the crystal does fall down with the Kentysikness. Go 1-0 up over the Ball Jokers.
I think from the very start, it was just down with the Kentysikness. Just because in terms of aggression, I think the lane matchup wasn't working out for the Ball Jokers. The jungle matchup wasn't working for the Ball Jokers, and I think that just does come into the compositions because the Ball Jokers, their comp was much more laser scaling, and down with the Kentysikness, we're just able to shut it down very early on.